Hello everyone! It's been a while since I've made a video, I think. I don't know, the last videos I made were, kind of ranty. But I felt like I needed to get them off my chest, and so I did. Yeah. And I didn't really feel like I wanted to deal with other people's opinions on the matter. I just felt like I needed to say what I wanted to say and get it out there. And, you know, you have your own opinions, that's fine, but I just wanted to vent, get it out there, and have it be done. So how's everybody doing? Just a little update on myself. School's I don't know what's happening over here. Um, what was I just saying? Update on myself. Yeah, we are into week 3 of winter term. I'm reading Wuthering Heights, which I'm sure, I'm not certain, but I'm going to guess that many of you guys have read it. I've never read it, and holy shit balls, that's some dark shit, but I love this book. Like the book that we read before, this is for the English novel class, and the first book that we read was Treasure Island, which was fine, you know, it's one of those classic books. But it was so hard for me to get into, or just to stay with, and I think part of it's because I don't know any ship boat terminology, which was like used for 2 chapters straight, so I got kind of lost and bored. But I did finish it. I did finish the book, sorry. I'm trying to remember if I finished it. Yeah, I did. And now we're on to Wuthering Heights, which has been so much easier for me to get into, bizarrely enough. But so if you guys haven't read Wuthering Heights, be prepared to be disturbed. But this is good writing. Not that I doubted that, but I didn't know if I would like it entirely, but it's so dark and twisted that I love it. So yeah. What else is new? Oh, I got a job, thankfully. It took a while to get back, but I do have a job now. Haven't started it yet. I have to go to a pre-employment meeting and stuff like that to fill out paperwork and then go to training and then start. But at least I have that giant weight off my shoulders. So, I'm trying to remember if I ever spoke about that issue on here. And if I did and you guys know about it, or if some of you knew about it and sent some positive vibes towards me, thank you, because it paid off and it was sorely needed. And oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. So this is really stupid, but I felt like I needed to clarify this because I got in a weird kind of tizzy with my aunt, who I love. It was just I couldn't think fast enough in response to what she was saying, and it kind of made me angry. So I thought I would share it now. As you guys know, in a previous video I was talking about like things I want to do for the new year, and I said I didn't want to eat meat. I still haven't ate meat in about a month now, and it's been surprisingly, I thought it would be a lot harder, I guess. In the first week or so, I did have like cravings. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna eat without meat? Which is kind of funny because I'm so used to eating it all the time. But once I found like alternative, healthier things to eat, then I started craving that stuff, and kind of forgetting about meat. So it's been surprisingly easy to do. The only issue is, I have to eat a bit more of like vegetables and fruit and stuff, and grains, just because, you know, I'm missing a chunk of calories that I normally eat, and so I run out of things to eat faster. And I kind of ran into a moment yesterday where I'm like, oh my god, all we have is stuff filled with meat, so like I need to go shopping for groceries now. So just to clarify, because my aunt didn't understand this, I'm not eating meat at all. And when I say that, I mean I'm not eating muscle tissue, innards of an animal. And also when I say that, I mean I don't want to eat part of an animal that can only come about by the animal being killed or murdered. Does that make sense? So the only way, like, to get like a chicken leg or a wing or a piece of pork or whatever, you know, you have to kill the animal. I still drink milk occasionally, you know, but and I know that dairy farms are not good. It would be one thing if I had my own cow, but I don't. But I'm still not at the point where I can let go of dairy entirely. I mean, I've been drinking almond milk, but I love my cheese. I love my cheese. And I still eat eggs for protein. And again, a chicken doesn't have to be killed to produce eggs. Yes, it's still part of the chicken, but the chicken doesn't have to be butchered in order to create that substance. So, and yes, I do know that at you know, those kinds of farms that they, you know, let the male or the female chicks lay as many eggs as they can, and then they kill them afterwards. Sadly, and we used to have chickens at my house, you know, and we raised them fairly and weren't planning on killing them, just letting them do their chicken thing, and we ate their eggs or whatever. So, man, if I have my own chickens here, you know, it's one of those things where depending on how they're raised, and knowing that they're not up for slaughter afterwards is a bit different. Because I used to eat their eggs all the time, but that's because I knew that they weren't being harmed in the process. So I still try to do cage-free only because I feel like that makes the animal less stressed out and less in pain. But anyway, so I just wanted to clarify that. I still have dairy. I haven't had yogurt in like forever. I realized this the other day, which is kind of funny because I used to love yogurt. Cheese, love cheese, and I still eat eggs, but I haven't been eating like meat, muscle tissue, animal innards, except for the eggs, anything like that, you know, anything that would cause the animal to be murdered in order to consume it. Just because, yeah, just because. And so I couldn't explain that to my aunt. I think she thought that I said that I was, even though I know I said not eating meat, and by that I meant like vegetarian, I did not mean vegan. And so she kind of got in my face about the fact I was eating eggs or whatever, and that's not what I meant. I'm not vegan. I can't go to that extreme yet. And not saying that vegan people are extreme, but I'm not at that level yet. And it was funny because my uncle said, well, you can eat fish. And I'm like, okay, fish have meat though, you know, like I'm not going to eat fish. And he argued that eating fish isn't meat, which I don't understand how it's not. Like, that was so bizarre to me, saying that fish isn't meat. And I told him, I'm like, I'm not a pescatarian, and they didn't know what pescatarian was. So there was a bit of a knowledge boopity boop that happened. Yeah. So I just wanted to clarify that for anybody who doesn't understand what I'm doing. And I know I'm going to get into, you know, people are going to argue that, oh, you're not a vegetarian if you're not, you know, or if you're eating eggs or drinking milk or whatever. And I know there are different terms for people who, like, drink milk and don't eat eggs, or eat eggs and don't drink milk and stuff like that. But I don't know what the term is for people who do not eat meat or bits of animal that are only created if the animal is butchered. I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh, you don't want to see that. Scar! Scar! Hey! Yo. Hi, Scar. Sorry, an opportune moment. They were, like, teething and fight. Ah! There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, the dogs are freaks. Oh, it's so funny. And Scarlett's not making angry noises. Those are her play growling noises. She just does that when she's excited. She's wagging her tail. She's happy. She likes playing with them. Sorry. Just a little side video thing. Yeah. Anyways, just want to share that. I'm making another video after this. Yeah, I had to remember. Yeah, but I just want to share that with you guys. Toodles!